Hey everybody, Derek here with GC Blues 45. How you folks doing? It's 2026. For anyone who I didn't hasn't seen my videos of Happy New Year to everyone. Happy 2026 to everyone. I had a pretty good New Year when I went out, despite I had to work the next day. But it was a great New Year. It how should I say this? It was very delightful. All right. Well, tonight we have 5 games on dock. That means we're going to have 3 stars of the night. That's right, 3 stars of the night. The game's 3 stars. Plus, who I think will, who I think are 3 stars of the night. Basically, my 3 stars of the night, and much more. So if you haven't come across this, hey, how like it? Give me that big thumbs up. Doodle is very important. Helps to keep the channel going. And remember, if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe icon and be notified every time I upload a new video. Click in that bell icon. Okay. Once again, 5 games on the dock. What's up, Doc? At that time of Doc Bugs. Alright, starting off with Utah at New York. Rangers. See? Got that Rangers jersey on. Uh, going. So currently, the Mammoth are 19, 20, and 3 and 41 points. The Rangers are 20, 18, and 5 and 45 points. So they're near each other record rise, but not so much point wise. Well, kind of point wise, 4 points. But this looks like a good interdivisional interconference matchup. Now the money line, this one you're the judge on, but remember the lower the number, they're the underdog. I mean they're the favorites. The higher they're the underdogs, despite they're both minuses. The Mammoth are minus 108. The Rangers are minus 112. Now to help me out, I'm going to go with the last 10. Now this is the final meeting between these two teams. Utah took the first meeting. So let's see what happens. All right, Mammoth are 5-5-0, and the Rangers are 4-5-1. But I'm going for the underdogs on this one. You see me wearing a Rangers jersey, so I'm going for the Rangers. All right, you can watch us on Utah 16, the Utah station up in sorry, the NBC station in Utah, and MSG, Madison Square Garden Network. At also 7 o'clock Eastern, it is the Ducks at the Capitals. Currently, the Ducks are 21-7-3 and 45 points. The Caps are 21-15-6 and 48 points. So once again, another very close record-wise and somewhat point-wise interconference interdivisional matchup. And the Caps are the favorites at minus 135 to a plus 114. I like the Caps. But you know what though? Let's check the let's check the last 10. Just okay, this is also the last meeting between these two teams. Anaheim took the first meeting, so that does help. Okay, the Caps are 3-5-2. They lost 2 in a row, but they got a point out of it. The Ducks are 2-6-0, currently on a 5-game losing streak with also a point. So I'm going Caps on this one because I, I, I think the Caps can do it. Okay, you can watch this in Victory Plus in Anaheim. Momentum, which is the home of all Washington sports, including the Wizards. And KCOP, K Cop 13, the Fox Plus station up in LA. Want to say hi to you guys once again. Hello, KCOP 13 up there. Want to say hi to you guys. By the way, I did call them one day, and they appreciate me calling them, and I like try to get some info and stuff, and I actually did not call them. I'll have to give them a call sometime. But hello to everyone at KCOP 13, which is the Fox Alternate Station up in LA. Okay, next are the Detroit Red Wings at the Ottawa Senators. Currently, the Red Wings are, by the way, this is at 7:30 Eastern. This is a 7:30 Eastern game. The Red Wings are currently at 24, 15, and 4 and 52 points. The Senators are 20, 15, and 5 and 45 points. This is a great divisional matchup. Both teams look good. Um, so you never know what's going to happen, as we get closer and closer to the Olympic break. Now, the Red Wings are the underdogs at minus 130 to a minus 155. And first meeting between these two teams. Well, next meeting is 13 days later in Detroit. Okay. Well, both teams are at a tie at 6-3, 1-1. Detroit's on a 2-game losing streak with the Senators a 2-game winning streak. I go Ottawa. I will go Ottawa. So let's hope for the best. Now you can watch us on Prime Sports in Canada, Prime in Canada, TVA Sports, and Vandal Sportsnet Detroit. Yeah, so watch them. All right, at 9:30 Eastern is the Kraken at the Flames. Now, currently, the Kraken are 18, 14, and 7 and 43 points. The Flames are 18, 19, and 4 and 40 points. This is a good divisional matchup right here. Very good. Never know what's going to happen, especially with these divisional matchups. Especially when two teams have the same number of wins, near each other on losses, stuff. So we can see what can happen. And the Flames are the favorites at minus 148 to plus 124. So let's go to the last 10 and take a look at this. Second meeting between these two teams, final meetings in April. Okay. The Kraken are 6-3-1, riding a 3 game. No, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 game point streak. A total of 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. They got 13 points in the last 6 games. No, 7 games, sorry. They do have a shootout loss out of it, but they picked up a point out of it. And they got a shootout win, which counts as 2 points still. Meanwhile, the Flames, they're 6-4-0, running a 1-game losing streak. But in their last 4 games, they got a total of 6 points. So, despite the Kraken being the better team and the Flames being on a 1-game losing skid, but with the Kraken on a point streak, I will go Kraken. I think Kraken can do it. They're on a pretty good point streak. So let's hope for the best. Okay, now you can watch this on Sportsnet West. Yeah, Sportsnet West. Kraken Hockey Network exclusively on Prime here in the US. King 5, NBC 5, and on Kong, KONG TV up in Seattle. So simulcast on KONG and also on King 5. So, um, hello up in Seattle. Before I continue, it's kind of weird that, you've got two stations up in Seattle. One's called KING, King, and they're the NBC station up in Seattle. And then you got Kong, KONG, which is an independent station. Both sister stations. But it's kind of weird, you got the King, and then you got Kong. King Kong. Get it? King Kong. Don't you guys get it? King Kong? The ape. Oh, come on. You guys get it, kind of? One's called King, the other's called Kong. King Kong. All right, let me put it in a simple term. KING, the NBC station in Seattle, King 5, okay? They're called King. Okay? Literally, they're King. By the way, on their logo, they got a crown. Okay. Now, the other station is an independent station in Seattle. And they're KONG, but they're sister stations. And just like KING, they got a crown on the K. But if you guys like your movies, especially good classic ones, King Kong. They're called Kong. Okay? Now are you guys getting it? It's not, I know it's kind of reference to the ape, but come on, think about it. But let's get back to the pregame report. And finally, at 10:30 Eastern, just right, 10:30 Eastern, it's the Minnesota Wild at the LA Kings. Now, currently, the Wild are 25, 10, 8, and 58 points. The Kings are 17, 14, and 9, and 43 points. Good conference matchup here. Interdivisional, Central versus Pacific Division. This is going to look like a good matchup. Now, the Kings are the favorites, but this one you're also the judge on. The Wild are minus 118 with the Kings at minus 102. So, who do we got to win? Well, this is the final meeting between these two teams. They played on January 3rd, with the Kings winning. So the series is tied. This is the tiebreaker. One team will win. By the way, both games went into extra times. The first game went into a shootout. The second game went into also a shootout. So both teams have at least 3 points out of all this. This is basically the tiebreaker. All right, the Wild are 6-1-3, currently riding a 4-point streak. The Kings are 3-6-1, so the Wild are 6-1-3. The Kings are 3-6-1, riding a 1 game winning streak. I'll go Wild on this one because the Wild got a point streak going. So we'll see what can happen. And you can watch us on FanDuel Sportsnet North, FanDuel Sportsnet Wisconsin, or sorry, yeah, FanDuel Sportsnet Wisconsin, and FanDuel Sportsnet West. So here they are once again: FanDuel Sportsnet North, FanDuel Sportsnet West, and FanDuel Sportsnet Wisconsin. And that's it, folks. We are done for today. We'll see you later on for the post game report, and also who do you think will get my 3 stars of the night? Out of all the 3 stars of every game, who do you think might get it? My 3 stars. You never know who gets them. Because from the 3 stars of the night of each game, that's how I pick my 3 stars of the game of the night. So, who gets it? Find out later tonight. Once again, Happy New Year to everyone. Hello to everyone at KING5, NBC5, and KONG in Seattle. Thank you very much for tuning in. And remember, folks, guys, got any questions, please ask them. I'll answer them. And until I see you guys next time, I'll see you guys then. Until later tonight. Peace.